like lyrics. I thought it was gonna be, all right, I'm gonna make a beat and then you make a beat on your MPC and we'll see whose beat is tighter.
Right.
That's what I thought it was gonna be. I mean, I've been to producer battles before and that's how it worked out.
Mm-hmm.
Not like, oh, I'm gonna play my best track against your best track, And then Riz,
turn your phone this way.
what? This way?
Thank you. Way better. Yeah.
So and then Riz's audio was all jacked up, man.
Apparently it was, yeah.
Dude, he was having like some zombie squad tech issues.
Technological difficulties.
And then Primo was like, hold on, let me contact my sound engineer and see what's going on over on your side.
Primo kept looking in the camera like, what's going on? Yep.
It was funny, man.
It was a little rough. It was a little rough to say the least, man.
Like I was like, dude, do I need to come over there and fix your audio? Because it sounds like straight garbage.
So so we're live. We're live and direct-ish, live to tape. Tech, do you want to give the opening to the episode or shall I?
Yeah, I'll give the opening to Zombie Squad, the Zombie Cast.
Zombie Squad Cast.
Yeah, Zombie Squad Cast.
Like zombie podcast, Zombie Squad Cast.
Yeah, Zombie Squad Cast.
Yeah.
So thanks for having me on the show. I've been watching a lot of the episodes that have been coming out. And I'm seeing a lot of good people that you've had on the show. Discuss a lot of hot topics. And
hot topics, man. I'm
loving it, dude. I'm loving all the different artists that you brought on, a lot of different actors and entrepreneurs and firemen, police, military guys.
Mm-hmm.
And what's going on with the COVID-19. Like, shit. I'm going to just jump right into it, man. Like, I'm a big music guy. So did you see now, let me tell I want to hear your thoughts on this epic battle that happened on Saturday between the RZA and DJ Premier. It was epic. I mean, there was 191,000 people that tuned in at one point. It was great for hip hop. It was great for business. It was great for all musicians that tuned in.
Yeah, I was excited.
Dude.
I was excited for RZA, but who was he battling with? I'm sorry, I forgot. DJ
Premier.
DJ Premier. Thank you. I knew that. DJ Premier. So, hey, look, man. Hey, look. People have been doing this type of shit on Twitch, on IG Live, Instagram Live, YouTube Live, DJing, mixing, doing sets, experimenting. There's been a number of artists that are doing this, have been doing this prior to the COVID-19, and now people are now jumping on this like this is the only thing we have. Everyone's jumping on this shit now. You and me and Mickey have done a podcast like this before. Like what you're seeing now. This screen, or is it this screen? I don't know if I'm mirrored, but like the way that we have this online, because you're out there in Virginia. Mickey was out there in Oklahoma and Colorado, and I'm over here in Maryland and Montgomery County, DC area. And so we were doing a podcast similar to this. It didn't really get much traction, but I think we got the opportunity to build some much more traction now, because this is all that there is right now. This is getting our thoughts out, getting our brands out there, getting our ideas out there. And the fact that now you're going to see, RZA and, who knows, some other Wu-Tang heads, DJ Khalid, DJ Premier, Stevie Aoki and Diplo, your boy Diplo and Skrillex, over there, on IG Live or Twitch or YouTube Live and doing sets. This is the way Coachella, this is the way TV broadcasting is done now. This is the way music fests are done now.
Yeah, absolutely. So I thought it was great, man. I think that DJ Premier had him. I don't think that he played his best tracks, But I mean, as far as a producer standpoint, I think that RZA came back. Like, he was struggling at first, but he came back and they went to overtime. They're like, we're gonna bump this until we can't bump this anymore. You know, until we can't go toe to toe. You know, they did 3 hours on IGTV, which was amazing. You know, but I think that it's all about like starting trends, like you said. Like, we've been doing this for a long time. You know,
Yeah.
we've been doing this podcast for a while now, and even before that, we were doing technological our show online, and all of our stuff has been like internet based and through YouTube, and now like it's all popping up through IGTV, IG Live. You got YouTube Live, Facebook Live, and now a lot of artists are just going, basically talking to their audience. You know, like say, you have Apathy doing it, which is another hip hop artist. You also have Necro, which he's doing an IG Live, and he's interacting. And then what he's doing is he's calling out his fans. You know, he'll pick one of his fans and then link up and do a split screen with just somebody that's online. He'll be like, well, who wants to be on? You know, and then he'll discuss like hip hop or current events or whatever else is going on with the quarantine. And so I've been tuning into those sessions, but DJ's Premier has been doing it. He's been hip to this. So like, he's been doing live DJing on IGTV.
Well,
he was more equipped of handling all the technical aspects during that battle, because RZA never did it before, so he's kind of coaching him on like, okay, this is how it's gonna work. I mean, you've been doing live streaming for some time now.
Yeah.
So I mean, shit, you should have been operating the whole fucking battle and getting paid for it, man.
Wire that audio and video for him and hook it up to that live stream way easier.
Hey, let me talk to my tech guy, Glenn Nelson, over there in Maryland. Have him fix this shit.
Yeah, like just call him on the phone. You know, I'll charge you $50. I'll charge you $50 a phone call. You know, every time you got to call me, I'll talk you through it. Make sure you get it right the first time. You call me again, it's another $50. It's $50 a phone call. But nah, man, yeah, dude. I mean, look, man, we did podcasts on a GoPro in the car on the road trip, and we were finding, random subjects to talk about. Jada Pinkett Smith, Will Smith, and their kids are doing Red Table. Is it Red Table Talk, Red Table Chat, or something like that? Red Table something. Jada Pinkett Smith, her mom, Will Smith, Jada Pinkett Smith's mom, Jada Pinkett Smith, Will Smith, and then their two kids, Jaden and Willow. Is her name Willow?
I think so.
I think so too.
You have to look that up. I think you're right.
So all five of them just quarantined in the house together, because I think maybe Jada's mother was living with them, kind of babysitting while they were, obviously Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith are probably the busiest fucking people in Hollywood. And so I think her mom moved in. And then the quarantine took place, so the five of them are just trapped in the house. Hey, she had Red Table Talk already with a higher budget. They just set up a simpler setup, which is probably plug and play. They're probably doing some switching on a keyboard. They kind of dumbed down the tech, dumbed down the gear, but still had it set up to where all of them can just do their and it's on Facebook Watch. They have their own show. They sent their show to Facebook Watch, and it's probably jumping over from Facebook Watch to whatever other network. And we got Mickey joining us, Oracle, with Oracle Solutions, Oracle Health, Oracle Wealth, Oracle Health, Oracle Depth, Oracle supplements, vitamins, Oracle Fitness, Oracle Automotives, Oracle Technologies, Oracle
Arena,
Oracle Aeronautics, Oracle Defense, Oracle Apparel, Oracle, fucking Oracle clothing. Yeah, Oracle apparel. So once he gets that audio connected and maybe that video connected.
Yeah, so more on the tech stuff.
Yeah, man.
See, the problem with Riz's set is that he tried to use a Bluetooth audio, which was causing a reverb into his set.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then he was using a microphone. They're like, dude.
You saw him walk off the camera. You saw him walk off the camera like, yo, can someone please fix my shit?
Everybody was like tuning in. They're like, dude, you really like gotta lose that mic.
Rizza. Me. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with, and you're fucking it up.
Like, dude, I thought I was in like fucking Capital One Arena. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, where's all this reverb coming from, bro?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, look, bro, it's just.
And at first, dude, I thought that he was bumping this shit to a Walkman, dude.
Hey, listen. There's been a number of times we jumped into this show. We have jumped into this show. We've jumped into some sort of production. I thought I had it all figured out. And even more times I said, you know, I kind of have it all figured out, but let's just kick it. And more times than not, I kind of got lucky. I kind of got lucky. But there's been times I had technical difficulties. I've had technical difficulties. People can go back on the technological show. They can see me with technical difficulties. They can see you. You remember the episode where you were yanking your fucking microphone? I thought you had a fucking earthquake. Like, people were coming in, ripping up your floorboards and shit. I was like, what the fuck is going on in this house? And all you hear in the background is you just like, this is what you get for buying cheap shit. You buy shit, you get shit. And, you know, it's just like you experiment, man. You experiment. And hey, look, the company Zoom just kind of jumped on this opportunity to where, and Zoom is killing it. Zoom is kind of like a one for all, you know. Yeah. What?
But see, with the thing is with IG Live is though, man, like it will stutter for like a few seconds.
Sure.
You know, that's the problem with it. It was like, you know, like it has some flaws against IG Live. I mean, any live streaming network you're doing has that problem, but it basically lags at some point when you're watching it. Like, you'll have a conversation with somebody in the middle of it, it'll start lagging.
Dr. Suave,
you know?
he put on a fucking jacket and everything for this show. Oh, look at me. I got my purple lined, my Suave, my Miami Vice set up, and looking good.
Second, I gotta take a piss.
Thank you for that. So that's what's going on over there with my Woo management, is he's got to take a piss. Yeah, dude. I mean, look, it's really fucking cool what we're seeing. To touch upon the pro wrestling, I'm watching All Elite Wrestling, AEW, All Elite Wrestling on TNT. I haven't watched WWE in a long time, so I don't know what they're doing. I'm a big fan of whoever's competing with WWE nowadays, because back in the day, I was a big fan of WCW, NWO, and never compete with WWF. And nowadays, I'm a big fan of AEW. And what they're doing is, bro, they're in empty arenas. And I don't even think it's arenas. I don't think it's Capitol Center or Verizon Center or Amway Center or whatever the fuck centers that have wrestling matches 6
dude,
months.
It's probably in some guy's basement, dude.
No, it's not. Well, good point. I think that AEW headquarters in Atlanta, because it's on TNT, so it's got to be in Atlanta, Georgia. It's Turner. I think they took a section of their headquarters. They built a ring, their standard ring. It's a much smaller, you know, stadium seating, and the spectators are the wrestlers. So if they're not wrestling that night, they're spectating. And if they're not spectating, they're wrestling. And so usually AEW, they might have had 10 to 15 matches a night. Now they only have like 5. They're still building their storylines. They're still building their roster. They're still They're still building, their storyline, their characters, and their beefs, and their stables, one stable against another stable, one clique against another clique. They're still building all that, but it's a smaller venue, same size ring, and the spectators are the wrestlers of AEW. And because they're keeping it going, they found a hack, they found a workaround, and they're going to keep it going so that when the floodgates open, they're right back at Verizon Center or Staples Center or Amway Center or what's the Amway established venue, Mickey?
I don't think he's on with us yet.
Oh, did he mute us now? So now we're seeing like a 1980s Genesis music video of Mickey with My Woo Management.
Yeah, so I'm gonna piggyback on that, on what you said about WWE in reference to, what do you think about the XFL like shutting down completely and going bankrupt?
He was so close. He was so close to bringing that back. And then this, and it's like
he had no plans for 2021 at all.
No.
Like, he's got no money.
No.
I mean, he just took a bath in all this, lost a ton of money. I wonder how much did he lose on this whole XFL deal?
Well, just XFL? I mean,
just XFL. I'm not talking about WWE.
But what do you think? What do you think WWE's taking? Because Vince McMahon's first and foremost bank is the WWE bank. It's the WWE conglomerate. WWE pays for XFL. Without WWE, there is no Vince McMahon. Without WWE, there is no XFL. And XFL is probably taking a fucking hit. AEW started off small. They're on TNT. They got a TV deal, TNT, and they're following the footsteps of WCW, but with better bookers, better writers, a better lessons learned as far as WCW went. But they were still like, it was like indie wrestling. It was the indie wrestling competitor on TNT. They've always known indie wrestling. WWE was paid by pay-per-views, WWE.com, WWE's the WWE channel. They have their own app, or WWE is its own subscription service now. So they don't even do pay-per-views. They don't do pay-per-views anymore. Those pay-per-view events, SummerSlam, WrestleMania, No Way Out, things of that nature, Bad Blood, those pay-per-views are events solely on WWE Network, which is a streaming service like Hulu, like Netflix, like Amazon Prime. So I can't go on demand and order WrestleMania. I can't do that. You can only get it. They have a shitload of old product that they're streaming, just like Netflix has a shitload of old product, as well as new stuff coming out. WWE has everything that was ever wrestling that they ever bought out. But events, right now, the events, probably donezoed, because because originally what WWE was doing was merch. Who's going to the fucking Verizon Center and buying merch? Who's going to the Verizon Center and buying beer? Because WWE would take a cut of the center selling beer. WWE comes to Verizon Center, shitload of people come to Verizon Center. Verizon Center sells beer. A cut of that goes back to WWE because they had an event there that sold the place out. No one's buying beer. No one's buying shirts. No one's buying the fake belts or what. No one's leaving their fucking house. So they're watching shit on TV. So and again, like I said, WWE might be doing what AEW is doing, which is WWE might be doing what AEW is doing, which is just wrestling in an empty fucking room to still continue the brand, still continue the storyline, and get advertising time on USA, advertising time on whatever, SmackDown, Raw, NXT, and 205 Live, because these are on different networks. So then the networks air it and they get the advertising. So they might be wrestling in empty fucking rooms like AEW's doing. But these brands, WWE, AEW, TNA, Impact, they're taking a fucking dump on merch, on concessions, on people, because ever since the beginning of pro wrestling, motherfuckers were coming to the event. They televised it, but people were coming to the event and buying shirts, buying fucking posters. So they're taking a major fucking dump on that kind of sales.
Yeah, I agree. I agree
100%.
100%. You know, I just don't know how they're going to recover. I think, I mean, you're at the times of bankruptcy at this point. You know, when you're talking about losing $50 million, you know, I mean, that's a lot of cheddar to bounce back from, you know?
Yeah, because
and who knows, like, if you can fill those arenas again once everything goes back to normal.
Because WWE is like this huge conglomerate that is founded on a whole slew of different fucking things. Whereas AEW is just a bunch of different indie wrestling bookings come together. They're used to empty fucking high schools. They're used to like an empty Washington, D.C. convention center. They're used to an empty Gaylord convention center. They're used to like the shit not being fucking filled up. But they got but their ticket sales and their attendance is based on different numbers. So will AEW be able to survive the COVID versus WWE? I think AEW will. They have a better roster anyway. They have better storylines. They got cooler fucking wrestlers. They got new guys never fucking heard of. They're pushing guys.
I like that guy, Orange Cassidy, man.
Thank you. Orange Cassidy is like the sickest fucking dude. When the fuck have you ever seen somebody wrestle with their hands in their pockets? I showed that to my dad. My dad doesn't even fucking like wrestling. He goes, that dude's going to be the next fucking.
Dude, I showed it to Vince McMahon, and he was like, dude, I love that guy. We got to sign him.
No, that's the problem with Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon's like, he's wrestling with his pockets. Don't need him. Wrestling with his pockets. I want big, huge, fucking muscly, gargantuous dudes with sweaty chests. This dude is small as fuck. This dude is like this dude is small, all natty, like 5'11", fucking hands in his pockets the whole time he wrestles. You know, like what's so funny? There's a whole bunch of different wrestling styles. You've got classic style, folk style, Greco-Roman style. The Japanese, they have strong style, which they hit hard. It's still choreographed. It's still fake. It's still choreographed and predetermined. But the Japanese are always wrestling strong style, which they hit you a lot harder than American wrestlers might. And then you got high flying style. Fucking Orange Cassidy calls his shit sloth style. Sloth style, dude. Get the fuck out of here. Freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy. Hey, Mickey, can you hear us? Can we hear you? What's up?
Yo, yeah, I can hear you guys.
There he is. You look like a music video from the 1980s. Don't even fucking change it.
Dude, it's the Invisible Man.
Like Dr. Manhattan over here.
I like the suit. I like the background. I like the outline. You know, it's like you're pulling like a little fucking 1980s. You know, and who knows what he's drinking? He's not giving anything away. It's top secret. Who knows what he's drinking? I hear ice rattling. That's it.
The guy's an invisible stockbroker.
The invisible. What did you call it? He has to give his 9 level or something.
Series 7.
Series 7.
Oh yeah, his Series 7, man.
Got all this stock advice, and he's doing it for free.
Yeah, with Ben Affleck as his mentor.
Look, when you're part of the Zombie Squad, this are some of the perks you get. You get some lifetime investments over here. It's part part of the squad. You ain't part of the squad. You don't get the investments.
The guy drives a Tesla.
He does not. He does not drive a Tesla.
Don't tell them I don't drive
Nobody.
a Tesla. They don't know that.
Nobody's driving a Tesla. I'm putting that out. I'm snitching on everybody.
He drives himself, dude.
Nobody's driving a Tesla. Let's get this shit correct.
Dude, you know a guy got a DUI driving a Tesla? The self-driving Tesla? I just read that today, man. It was pretty funny. Like, how do you get a DUI?
You gotta be dumber than a bag of bricks. You gotta be dumber than a bag of bricks to get a fucking DUI with a self-driving car.
Dude, he fell asleep at the wheel, and the cop looked over, and they're like, what the fuck? Really? And then the car, like, automatically slowed down.
Big dummy. Oh, my God.
Dude, that was pretty funny, man.
Speaking of Zombie Squad, finding hacks and finding cheap ways to do podcasts and to do films and to do TV shows. If the Zoom call is 3 or more people, you get a 40-minute limit if you don't pay for the fucking app. So if we get cut off, I got to call you guys back, and you guys got to re-jump back into the.
Well, you got to get pro. You got to get the Zoom Pro.
No, that's not how Zombie Squad works, man. We just take a 5-minute break and then jump back into the fucking call.
Life hack.
Dude, production hacks, man. Zombie Squad's been doing this for decades. We started doing podcasts in the car with a GoPro super glued to the dashboard. You remember that? You remember the good old days of the GoPro dashboard podcasts? And half of those I would dump because the audio is so bad. I'm just like, nope, no episode this week.
The audio is terrible.
Audio is terrible. All I can hear is just like the rumbling of the fucking muffler of the beat up fucking Zombie Squad car. That's a Walking Dead car. You know, Mickey's video goes in and out. Like, who gives a shit? It's double branding. If his video goes out, it's Oracle. If his video comes back up, it's MyWoo Management. I mean, it's a win-win for Mickey, you know?
He's got four organizations going on right now.
You know, hold on.
4 corporations.
I got a business call on my other business call, and I got to take this business call before I'm jumping on this podcast for this business call. I know Dude, Mickey's got a little boiler room working over there. Look at me, baby. Smile from ear to ear.
Hey, Mickey, do you have a boiler room going on over there,
He's got
bro?
a fucking boiler room. It's past midnight right now. This guy is fucking boiler rooming it right now. Anyway, you watch anything good lately?
Yeah, I have.
What'd you watch?
A lot of good stuff lately. So I've been watching this documentary on Yellow Wolf.
Okay.
It's called A Slum American Life. It's really influential. I highly recommend watching it. It basically follows his life, and like he goes to different cities, and like he's just like I didn't really follow Yellow Wolf a whole lot. You know,
The rapper, right?
Career.
The rapper, Yellow Wolf.
Yeah,
right?
he's kind of like his style is a little bit different. It's kind of like
meth style,
like redneck hip hop,
like backwoods meth style.
Yeah, like redneck hip hop.
I'm not accusing him of doing meth. I'm not saying he's a meth head. It's just kind of maybe an idea that pops in my head when I see some of his music videos. Yeah. I'm not accusing him. I'm not trying to deface him or defame him or misrepresent him in any way, shape, or form. But if I was to put a stupid ass label on his, I think it's dope ass music, but if I was to put a very dumb ass label on it, it would be like meth rap, backwoods meth rap. But redneck rap, yeah. So
it's pretty cool. Like he goes to different cities, and like it was cool because it kind of reminded me of like our trip to New Orleans. Like he went to New Orleans with his crew, And like, but he did a lot of stuff that we didn't do, but kind of the same stuff that we did do.
Yeah.
Like he did, like, remember that we were talking about that, like what you wanted us to do. You wanted to sit down and get a tarot reading, and sit down and get your palm read.
Yeah.
Like go to a voodoo store and like get some spells and stuff like that. So that's what he did. And one of the scenes, like he sat down and got his palm read.
Okay.
Was doing all the tarot cards and all that, and I thought that it was cool, like how like he was really influenced and by it all, and was like, yeah, I'm gonna go in this voodoo store and check it out. This is a dark and mysterious place. It's New Orleans.
You guys went to the voodoo store.
Yeah, we did that, and also he went to a grave site. That's what he wanted to do.
Now, remind me. I mean, I can pull up the video if I wanted to, but I just jumped to like Cliff Notes. Did you guys get some sort of blessing? I know you didn't exactly get a fucking.
No, it was all booked up.
Right,
because it was during Halloween. So
you did the tour. That's right.
Yeah,
that's
so
right.
We did the tour.
We were there around Halloween.
Yeah. So we did the tour. Over at the voodoo place, because there was tons of them there. I can't remember which exactly. One famous one that we went to in New Orleans, but I thought that was real cool that we did. And then we checked out we checked out the street performers in the French Quarter. I thought that was pretty dope. So yeah, I think I got the best experience out of New Orleans that I can. But they're like Yellow Wolf's trip was completely different than our trip in a way.
Would you call it Slum America?
No, it's called A Slum American Life. It's on Crackle if you check it out.
Yellow Wolf.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then they also collaborate with some other artists, with some other jazz artists in New Orleans, which I thought that was pretty cool. And then they also take a trip out to the swamp area and meet a gentleman that's living off the grid. So they go over there, man. They cook up some frogs, and they have a barbecue, get a pit going, just drinking beers, just chilling.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah. So it's
on Crackle. Okay.
It's dope, man. I like it.
And that dude's a trip. I do like his music. So what kind of got me into Yellow Wolf was Slum American Life, 10-part journey of storytelling, traveling, and raising hell. And you know what, dude? Honestly, not to bite off of him because he actually pulled it off, but that was like my end-all goal. But not just a 10-part, like a 90 or 100-part series for Zombie Squad was, storytelling, traveling, and raising hell. Yeah. But we found an opportunity to do a bunch of stuff. But dude, he did this track with Travis Barker, drummed on this one track with him, and that's what got me into him a little bit. And I started following a little bit more of his music just to push him. That's what it's called, push him. Where's this joint at? And it's a crazy freaking track. And I'm probably gonna lose. I'm probably not going to be able to air this without, getting hit. But like, dude, like Travis Barker is one of the sickest drummers ever on the planet.
I agree 100%.
And like, even without Travis Barker, this track might have been dope, but Travis Barker was just the fucking icing on the cake for this. It's a dope track, dude.
Oh, yeah.
And then the music video gets crazier because I think this is a different maybe this is the video I saw. I don't know. Like, it's just crazy. Like, I kind of like these cheap music videos where it's just like they might have a bunch of B-roll, like random B-roll of them in and out of the town, but like concert videos, like concert music videos, live show music videos when they do stuff like that. I mean, I like more storytelling videos. I like more crafted music videos in general, but they found a way to make a story, to tell a story. It was almost like a documentary music video instead of just, like the cheap way was you saw a lot of Red Hot Chili Peppers music videos where it was a concert.
Mm-hmm.
Or who was the other one? Andrew WK had a lot of concert music videos. But I like more, like artsy, crafty kind of music videos. But anyway, that's how I got into Yellow Wolf, was that track, Push 'Em. Travis Barker, I think, drummed on 3 or 4 of his tracks. And it was dope. It was sick. So, anyway.
Yeah, it was cool. Like, if you haven't seen it, definitely check it out on Crackle.
Yeah, I mean, he's a decent rapper. Yeah, man. Mickey's over there on a fucking business call, just bringing my show to a complete and utter halt. But that's okay. This is just a simple Zombie Squad roundtable. So no harm, no foul.
So yeah, and other music, man. Have you seen those virtual music festivals that's been going on?
Twitch, YouTube Live.
Well, it's actually not on Twitch. It's actually on it's called Nocturnal Wonderland. It's got all these different DJs on there. Like I saw.
Well, what's Nocturnal Wonderland on? Instagram.
Like it's basically like you can watch it on YouTube. It's on every single network possible, any live stream.
Oh, okay.
It was on IG Live.
Okay.
But they actually have a website, so I checked out. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I watched that. I watched a couple artists set. Like I watched Zed's Dead set, and then I watched Z-Trip's set. Was ridiculous. That set was dope, man. So if you haven't watched it, I would definitely recommend going back on YouTube and checking out Nocturnal Wonderland. And Z-Trip's set was just
I mean,
crazy.
For myself, I've got a playlist. I've got a playlist that's just overflowing on YouTube that I'm still trying to catch up on, that I watch daily. Even I was doing that before the COVID. If I was editing and I didn't have to pay attention to, if I'm editing or I'm doing, like Photoshop work and it's more technical instead of artsy, that I have to actually pay attention to my timeline. I'm watching this, these 2 different playlists that I've created myself on YouTube of a number of different things compiled, different kind of podcasts, comedy shows, top 10s. I'm a big fan of top 10s on YouTube, but like top 10 live streaming musicians sort of deal, but yeah, man. I mean, we're lucky. We've said this 1,000 times in the last month. We're so lucky that we have this technology now. Had this happen in the 80s or 90s, what the fuck would we be doing?
Dude, I couldn't even get a cab in the 90s.
Dude. Mickey, what deals are you closing over there? Boiler room, midnight boiler room.
Man, I'm not sitting there wearing a suit for my health, dude. I'm sitting there taking meetings and calls at like 11 p.m. on a Tuesday? It's non-stop right now.
Dude, you are killing it, bro. You're killing it.
I need to be killing it. I'm not killing it. I need to be really killing it, Chris. The suit is not doing it.
The midnight money making boiler room over there.
Dude, you're gonna make your first $1 million in 3 years, bro. Your first $1 million.
Look at me.
Hey,
look at me.
Officially.
Smile from ear to ear, baby.
We're talking to the millionaire. We're getting the $1 million man over here.
He dressed
Talking to,
Mickey, the $1 million man.
If you dress the part, you'll be the part. Look at me, man. Clearly I'm like more artsy and more like more.
You're more Zombie Squad like merch over there, dude. Is what's going on.
I got the Hooligans, the Punisher, Hooligans, Zombie Squad, military, and then the land of the free, home of the brave, right here.
Dude, Glenn Nelson is concealed carried right now, dude. He's got a pistol on him.
I mean, that's not a big deal in the Midwest, bro. Everybody's carrying a pistol in the Midwest.
We're not in the Midwest.
But it ain't a big deal out here. Like once you
see,
realize that.
it's funny. It's funny.
It's like that.
It's funny. Techfall might be able to get away with a concealed carry out there in Virginia. Out here in Maryland, I don't think so. Definitely not in DC. But yeah. We'll see how it goes. Hey, look, let's go ahead and take a pause here, guys. They're on the different spots. God damn it! I hate when that happens. When you guys switch spots. Tech used to be in the top left, and Mickey was in the bottom, and now Mickey's in the top left, and Tech's in the bottom. I'm too lazy to fucking switch around. Dude, I love Mickey's fucking video right now. Like, he looks like some fucking creepo from the 1980s. You look like a Genesis music video right now. Not even Genesis. He looks like fucking Peter Gabriel, a Peter Gabriel music video right now.
There you go. I was gonna say I look like I'm wearing a mask, but it's actually
Sledgehammer. You remember that? You remember that shit back in the day?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Love me some Peter Gabriel, man. That was like the jam back in the day.
Yeah, like you look like that weird shit right now on your video. Let's see if I can get this joint running. Where is this? What is this? Hold on a second here.
Dude, why does it look like that?
I have no idea.
He has a terrible camera, terrible lighting.
What are you talking about? My camera's the same camera we've been using, dude. I'm about to try to fix it though.
There he is. That's
That's a
dude, don't fix it. You look fucking phenomenal, dude. You look fucking phenomenal.
Peter Gabriel's my favorite.
You look phenomenal. Don't fucking fix it.
Anyway, what's up with you boys? What's going on with you?
Trying to avoid the Easter meltdowns.
What? Yeah, what's the Easter meltdowns? What's happening there?
The Easter meltdowns, man. Trying to avoid the holiday hiccups, man.
The holiday hiccups.
Yeah.
What is happening with that?
A lot of people just cracking up. Cabin fever, holiday cabin fever.
Oh boy, it's been a long quarantine, man.
It's been a long quarantine crack ups, man.
Working in your house, doing Easter at your house, not going to church, doing church on a Zoom call, doing business meetings on Zoom calls. Like, I love driving, so like that's like the best time of my day anyway. But like driving is like the only refuge that like I have right now. Like, it's the best part of my day by far, being in the car.
Oh shit! I love getting in the car. If I got to go on a grocery run or a beer and wine run or go to CVS on a diaper run or baby formula run, I'm the first to volunteer. I mean,
yeah,
getting some random texts from some random quarantine crack ups. Like, what are you talking about?
Right.
Stay inside. Call your mom. Call a professional. I'm not a professional. So, Ricky.
Yeah.
Latest series of film, show, book. What's keeping you active? What's keeping your mind off of things? Off of the holiday meltdowns.
Yes, I went ahead and actually tried to take in a movie, that movie that we talked about on the last episode, which was that Mark Wahlberg movie with Post Malone in it.
Oh, Post Malone. Oh, Spencer Confidential.
Good, man. Real good.
Yeah. It's it's like it's like that old school Gene Hackman, Burt Reynolds kind of like PI.
Okay.
Piecing things together, beating up, punching random heads in the face. Like if they made that movie in the 80s or maybe even the 90s, that'd be a hit. Eddie Murphy or Stallone or
Right.
or Clint Eastwood would have been the lead, and it might have turned into a franchise. Now and now it's like,
Or dude, what about Eddie Murphy and Nick Nolte? Dude, that was a classic duo.
we're talking about Spencer Confidential, dude.
I know.
Like
it would be kind of like Eddie Murphy and Nick Nolte.
I don't know if Post Malone would qualify as either of those people, but yeah, Mark Wahlberg did a great job in that movie.
Oh, dude, he did a fantastic job. He said he was talking about Post Malone was like completely a natural talent, dude, without having any acting skills whatsoever.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Yeah, he did good with the role for sure.
I'd say he was just a perfect, real easy to work with.
Well, he's probably a pretty nice guy here. I've heard people that worked with him. It was like, yeah, he's a really nice guy, like super.
Yeah, I heard he was solid.
Yeah, man.
He wasn't like a 1,000 take type of guy.
I don't think you heard that, Chris. I just think you're making that shit up right now. That's what I think it's happening.
Like, dude, Post Malone, dude, this is like take 1,200 today.
Well, yeah. So that's what I've seen. What have you guys been watching?
Like we were talking about before you jumped on the show. We were talking about that new Yellow Wolf documentary.
It's good.
Or musicmentary is what you want to call it. Oh, it's called.
It's good.
Slum American Life. A musicmentary. I guess that would be the right terminology to use.
Right.
But yeah, it's awesome, and I've been watching a lot of fitness shows too. So get
Dope.
back out. So
a lot of fitness shows.
Yeah, well, one fitness show in particular that I've been hip to is Steve Austin's Broken Skull Challenge, and then he's got another show called Redneck Island. I've been watching those shows. They're old reruns.
You try to like stay on subject. I'm over it, man.
Yo, have you guys seen the Robert Downey Jr. Tom Holland Back to the Future take? The little short.
No, I've not seen that.
No.
Oh, it's incredible, dude. You guys gotta see it.
Robert Downey Jr., Tom Holland.
Oh my God, it's amazing. It's amazing.
It's amazeballs.
You guys are gonna have to watch it right now.
I mean, I was joking when I like fake stormed off, but
you guys haven't seen this joint right here?
No.
Robert Downey and Tom Holland and Back to the Future.
Supposed to be a spoof.
How's your head?
Oh, good.
Oh yeah.
Fine.
Oh, I've been so worried about you ever since you ran off the other night.
It's
Are you
incredibly
okay?
good, dude.
I'm sorry I have to go. Isn't he a dreamboat?
Doc, she didn't even look at him.
This is more serious than I thought. Apparently your mother is amorously infatuated with you instead of your father.
Oh my God, it's so good.
Whoa, wait a minute. Doc, are you trying to tell me that my mother has got the hots for me?
Precisely.
Whoa.
There's that word again, heavy. Why are things so heavy in the future? Is there a problem with the Earth's gravitational pull?
What?
The only way we're going to get those two to successfully mate is if they are alone together. So you've got to get your father and mother to interact in some
All right.
sort of
Yeah,
social...
there's like this app called.
What, you mean like a date?
You can go ahead. You can go ahead and.
A date? I don't know. What do kids
unshare
do
that.
in their 50s?
What? They're your parents. You must know them. What are their common...
But yeah.
Yo, the mic was not on. You couldn't hear, could you?
I could hear you, and I could hear the. I could hear the.
Oh, you could?
I could hear the video, and I could hear you. Yeah, yeah. There's what is it called? It's called Deep Face. It's a program called Deep Face. It's like super easy to do.
Yeah.
It's like a program. I mean, it's an expensive program, but
yeah,
it's a program you can.
You got to do that, man. We got to do that.
They were doing that with oh God, Al Pacino impression. Oh no, Al Pacino. What am I doing? Deep Face. Yeah, like this is fucking hilarious. Like, let's see here.
I love this dude.
Bill Hader's fucking hilarious, and he's great. He's fucking phenomenal with impressions.
Oh my God.
But they just did Deep Face with him.
It's so, why does it, dude, every time you share your screen, it's like fucked up and I can't hear nothing. Is that Al Pacino's face? Oh my God.
Yeah, they did the same thing.
It looks like Al Pacino.
That's incredible.
Yeah, so they did Deep Face.
There's no way that's Al Pacino.
Glenn, are you, yeah, you need to put that microphone on or something. Oh my God, it's so creepy.
Dude, that's funny.
So creepy. Yeah, soon in the future, people are not going to be able to like, you're just going to be able to like have somebody else's face. What the hell?
I mean, how do you do that? That's crazy.
Yeah, well, they were doing that. What the fuck? They were doing that with like, someone did an example. They made a conversation between Trump and Obama, and they just typed text, right? They typed a script, and they had a computer read it, but they were able to just absorb all the fucking audio files and video files of Obama and Trump, and then make a conversation between. And they're like, there could be a serious problem with this in the future because someone could just make up a video of Trump ordering something to happen, and he didn't want that to happen, or the next president, or the next president.
Yep.
Yeah, dude. But I mean, yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm sorry if that didn't come out looking good, but it'll look good on the webisode because I'm the one recording as well. So.
No, it won't. It's gonna look shitty. Chris, man, how's work been going, man?
It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Glenn,
I'm back.
What's up?
Said I'm back. So,
You're back from the hazmat?
no, I'm back from quarantine. So I'm back in full fledged.
Oh, okay. That's right.
So you don't have it.
No, I do not have it.
I can tell my mom,
Whatsoever.
and I can tell my mom, and I can tell my wife. They were worried about you. So
Even though I look like an AIDS patient, I do not have COVID-19.
That's all right. AIDS is much less deadly. You'll be fine.
no shit.
Even though
apparently,
you got AIDS. you'll be
apparently
fine.
AIDS is not that bad right now. That's the fucking problem. What in the actual fuck is happening right now?
AIDS is on the downturn, and now we've got a super lung mutation virus.
I may look like I'm going through chemo treatment, but I'm all right. Trust me. I'm good.
You look healthy to me, man. You look like you dropped a couple pounds, but you look good.
Shaving that head does wonders, man. I tell you, shaving that head will really do make a major difference, man.
I know. Ask Tom Hanks.
I don't know, Glenn. Glenn, you look exactly the same, bro. You look exactly the same.
Bro, the wife won't let me Bruce Willis it, dude. Like I got too much hair. It's just way too shaggy. I'm gonna cut this. The wife does not know how to give me a proper high fade.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, well, how about I just buzz it like Chris did? And she's like, absolutely not. He looks like an AIDS patient.
Wow, she actually said that too. Chris, you were right.
She didn't say AIDS patient, but she just said
He looks sickly.
her words, her exact words in the general area were like, it might work for Chris. It's not going to work for me with you.
It's not going to work for me, for you.
For you, yeah. It might work with Chris and somebody else. It doesn't work for us.
Right.
Dude, I'm sure if I went in Southeast looking like this, it would not work out well for me.
They would be offering you cocaine and crack every day, probably.
It would work out.
Is there even are there even such thing as skinheads anymore? Like, is that even a thing, skinheads?
Yeah, but they have hair nowadays. Yeah.
Aryans rock hair now.
Yep.
Like skinheads is actually like having a buzz cut, like a haircut like that, is actually more hip hop now than it was. I think.
Hey, are you ready, hip hop? Are you ready, hip hop?
Fucking bitch. Watch where you're going, bitch. Like House of Pain's gonna fucking do anything over here.
Oh, actually they are.
Yeah, like House of Pain's gonna, hey look, man, your boy T, you know, he's got the gift of gab, man. You know,
Dude, speaking of House of Pain, I just saw the movie Judgment Night. Like, I haven't seen that movie in like 2 decades.
Yo, you wanna watch a dope ass podcast? Everlast on Joe Rogan is dope as fuck.
I seen it.
Yeah, he's entertaining and be real.
I didn't see that one. I saw the one with Everlast.
Yo, how did you get that footage of us in Towson, dude? What's happening right now?
I know, right?
Dude, that was us in like 2005.
Motherfucker.
There's Chris right there. There's Chris, the AIDS patient. There's Chris right there.
There's Glenn Nelson right there.
That was definitely Glenn right there.
Yo, that's Chris with the tank top. That's Scotty LP with the fucking that's Scotty LP with the skull cap.
Dude, that's the best scene in the whole movie.
You're the fucking bitch. What the fuck, man? Haven't you seen Boys in the Hood? Now one of us is gonna get shot. What are you, an asshole? That's a phenomenal movie. I might have to fucking watch that again. So what's next on the agenda, guys, for the next maybe week or two? What's next on the agenda? Techfall.
Well, first of all, before we get into that, let's give Nelson a big old clap for freaking 9 episodes of Zombie cast in like a matter of like 8 hours. Like you did 1 episode every hour. Incredible, dude. Incredible.
I do an episode every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, 2 p.m. and 4 p.m.
I saw that. We got you booked up, man.
And that doesn't account for you two. So there's always like a random, whenever the fuck you guys are available, Zombie Squad Roundtable, where we just cuss and drink and talk about dumb shit. And these would be the lowest viewed episodes. But I think I got this week booked up, and I think I got next week already booked up. So I'm shooting for 8 eps a week so that I can release 7 eps a week, and I've got an extra one kind of buffering me out for the route.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely enjoyed your real estate agent episode that I watched this morning eating breakfast. And I was thinking to myself, this is the guy that got Glenn's baby mama and his baby's house. That's the guy.
This is the guy that got me out of New Carrollton, out of my condo.
Oh, out of the shithole.
Out of the shithole.
He sold you that shithole, though.
No, he did not sell me the shithole.
Okay.
No.
All right.
He got me out of the shithole and into the mansion. So yeah,
Got you.
that's what he did.
The mansion. Is that what we're calling it now? I thought we were calling it.
As opposed to like where I've lived before, this is a fucking mansion.
Right.
The guy lived in the barracks.
I was living in the fucking barracks.
Yeah. He's living in a fucking military barracks.
Unbelievable, man.
Military shout out.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's like constant content coming out, and then Rogues Gallery is about to come out, I think, in a week. And by the time that's done, Sinister Infinite's coming out. The second seasons of both. You guys are pretty much the stars of the whole fucking show.
When is that coming out?
Well, Rogues Gallery is releasing shortly. I haven't put a release date yet on it, but it's going to be April.
We're gonna have to talk a little bit about some things we should do for that.
Virtual cigars.
Yeah, I mean, we should have cigars during that conversation for sure, but we need to talk. A little bit of exposure, my friends.
You guys. I don't know what your situation is right now, commuting Tech, but Mickey, you're more than welcome to come over here. There is a way to come over to walk around the house. To come to the back porch. We can have cigars 6 feet apart. Beers 6 feet apart.
Bro, we're both healthy and fine.
Who runs this house?
I realize that, but like you have got to take for the I mean, no, 6 feet apart is great, dude. I'm not, you're a married man. You know what I'm saying? I can't be all up on that right now, bro. You're taking man.
So come over here, as long as we have some sort of distance and, keep things sanitary. Yeah.
I need to shoot a commercial, man. Can we do that 6 feet apart?
Have you not seen the way commercials are shot nowadays?
How do they shoot them?
6 feet apart.
On their fucking iPhone. Dude.
6 feet apart.
Here.
Duh. 6 feet apart.
See, let me see if I can find a fucking COVID PSA right now. I mean, not only PSA, but the way commercials, the best example I can find of how they're shooting stuff right now is this COVID PSA. But this might be it. No, that's not it. What the fuck is this? What is it? Verizon commercial?
No, it's that tire commercial that you were in.
Brewer Airport, baby.
Brewer Airport.
Are those tires still half off? I need a pair of them tires, boy.
No, it's...
Dude, how'd you get beat out from Fredericksburg, man? I was
buy
like,
two.
It's buy three, get the fourth one for $1. That's
dude,
right. Only $1.
Glenn,
okay, so Fredericksburg.
Dude, you got beat out by some chick, bro.
Okay, I got beat out by a lady and fucking, okay. Fuck, I heard you.
You got beat up by a lady, bro?
No, he got beat out, dude. Straight up.
But she's probably more attractive than I am.
100%.
So that's why I can't hold it. I don't feel defeated because I got like 17 different dealerships in 17 different areas in the eastern region. I'm not worried about her. She's got her fucking districts. She's got her dealerships, dude. Because here's the thing. There's no way I'm going to get the role for a female. Whoever was looking for a male, I got it. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm not going to get an acting gig playing. I'm not going to ever get an acting gig playing a female role.
I mean, that's post Caitlyn Jenner days. I don't know if that's true anymore, but I've noticed that they're still casting. They're still casting for stuff, man. All of a sudden, like this week, I got like a casting message. I was like, what? How are they like? Are they going back to business before Trump gives them the go? Before the government gives them the go?
They're essential. Actors are essential.
They're definitely essential. Take it from the AIDS patient. They're essential workers. If he says
this is the way This is the way Verizon's doing their commercials right now. This is the way Verizon's doing their commercials right now. So these are professionals, Founder, Hint Inc. They have their own high quality cameras, right? But for
What
other
is this, the
actors,
living room? Is this the living room they're shooting them in? Where is this? Studio?
that's a green screen. They probably have a green screen in their basement like I do.
Mm-hmm.
This is stock footage. You know, these are still people that are operating businesses, you know, and they're struggling. But you'll notice throughout the commercial, they still have see, look. So there's still businesses that are doing haircuts and trying to sell fruits and stuff. And we know that. But look at how they're doing their commercials now.
Yeah, wow.
So, you know, they're selling stuff online.
Virtual, man.
These
David Rosenberg. I went to high school with that guy.
Oh, no, you didn't.
No, I definitely did not.
Hold on. I'm going to find the other one. See, like, this is like, see, Verizon is doing Pay It Forward Live.
What
like,
is Pay It Forward Live? This is like a way for them to be like, we're all stuck in our houses streaming stuff.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And so
the best marketing campaign I've ever heard for that crap.
And that's how the people are doing their commercials right now. So you could, so it would be understood if you did, and we already did an ultra low budget Perfect Water commercial and an ultra low budget excess energy drink commercial. You know what I'm saying? You know, just driving around with Chris in his car, losing his mind off of excess protein, trying to lift 3 times in one morning, going to a gym, lifting at his house, then going to another gym off of excess energy and excess protein. And then for me, we did the Perfect Water commercial, which was just, how do we do an ultra low budget commercial with like $0? Rip off the old 80s lawyer kind of commercials, but we're talking about Perfect Water instead. You can do like, you can set up your iPhone and film yourself shaving. People will get it. People will understand. People will appreciate not only the effort, but they'll appreciate the product and they'll appreciate you. But you're still pulling the trigger on something with what you can do now, because that's how people are doing it now. You've got Oprah doing commercial. You got Oprah doing, the Mac commercial. That's what it was. It was the Apple commercial. Oprah, Apple commercial. See if I can fucking find this commercial. But yeah, you know, it's such is life, my man. Such is life. I mean, they've just, we still got to put advertisements out there. We still got to speak to people, but you know, it's a beautifully heartfelt, creativity goes on. That's what it is. I mean, dude, it's fucking stills. The commercial is, you know, still pictures.
Yeah.
And that's all it is. And you've got people inside their house. Like that's John Krasinski shooting his own shit. Good news.
Yeah.
John Krasinski shot his own shit, dropped it in a Dropbox, and sent it to the editor.
I just watched that episode with Hamilton. It was really good. He did a really good job of it. It's good production value. Chopra.
Oh, Oprah Winfrey.
Oprah Winfrey set up her iPhone and shot herself. That's your boy DJ Premier, DJing from IG.
That ain't DJ Premier.
That's a famous actress too. I forget who that is, but she's like reading an online book to like her nephew on Skype. But they're filming all this and they compiled a commercial. So what I'm telling you to do is come up with something like this. I can't come over and help you now, dude. Sorry. Like people are doing shit like this in their house.
But I can come over and 6 feet away from you.
No, you can't come over here, man. We're quarantined, man.
Damn.
Sorry, dude. We're doing podcasts remotely. We're talking about other people's product remotely.
You know, you're right. I'm gonna shoot solo, bro. You're right.
Shoot solo on the dolo, brolo.
Yanolo, Zombie Squadolo.
So that's,
Zombie
I mean,
Squadolo.
like I'm saying, like there's a hack for everything, especially now. It's a way to like get even more creative. All I have is a fucking iPhone. What can I make? And so if you was to like, you know, take some stills of the can of your shaving cream and then just film yourself with a GoPro or, you know, mount your iPhone and just film yourself shaving.
I'm gonna study shit because
Or just put a voiceover on it.
or just use my fucking voice. And
My
put
name's
voice
Don,
over.
and I use gibbity gobbity goobity gobbity shaving cream.
It's the best shaving cream on the planet.
GS.
GS,
right?
G and H.
G and
You
H.
used it? How do you like it?
I like it a lot.
Lasts forever. I still haven't gone through mine. I just finished my first bar of soap. It lasts forever, man. Great.
You don't shower often if you just finish your first bar of soap, or is it just?
No, it lasts 8 times longer.
Is it just really thick, compact soap?
It's what they call concentrate and not cheap.
Oh, tell me more.
Dude, he made it in a basement with Brad Pitt and Edward Norton.
I did what?
Tonight we're making soap.
Fight Club.
I would love
tomorrow
to
night we fight.
Tonight we make soap. Tomorrow night we fight.
What
these rich ladies don't realize, we're selling their fat asses right back to them.
I say we start a little bit of a Zombie Squad web series spoofing off of that exact movie and other movies that we love with the Zombie Squad twist. That would be good content.
So what's the next agenda, boys? Tech, what's the next agenda?
Is make some music, man, and then do what you said, man. Like I like the whole idea of how this whole video, digital, virtual reality is coming to life, you know, and just putting like anything that inspires you to life. Like I'm gonna do a comedy show coming up on. I really into the whole IG web stream. So I think shooting a live comedy show from my studio would be awesome, man. You know, even if it's like a 20-minute show, you know.
That's plenty, man.
Show,
Nobody's
20-minute
doing
show
that.
and just kill it, you know, and just post it online on IG Live is what my goal is going to be.
So you
promote it.
You still have your live Instagram live comedy show coming up on the 19th, right? You're still doing that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I still got to get that poster art to you, but yep. Okay.
Yeah. So.
I'm
and then also do some live, make some live beats on IG Live. Is another thing that I'm going to start doing, and DJing as well. And just like make a couple beats and just throw it up. You
can make a whole goddamn album. That's what people have just done. Projects that have been shelved for like a year. I hear people are just like, "Oh, I had this project from last year. I couldn't finish. I just finished the whole album this month."
But just remember, you have success with excess.
I thought you didn't have any. What are you still doing with that thing?
I got plenty. I got like 7 cases.
Really? Did you?
So
what's your goal in the next week?
So hold on, Nikki. What's your next agenda for the next couple of weeks?
Oh God, you know, I really need to plan a good podcast here coming up pretty soon. But yeah, man. I mean, it's just the same old business goals. But I mean, yeah. I mean, in terms of like concrete, like big moves this week, we're trying to put together a 30-day campaign for Sam's next video. So we're putting together 30 days worth of content. We're just trying to knock out a schedule of that. And then, you know, we're doing a lyric video, and we're doing, you know, at the end of the 30-day, the actual video, and then just trying to figure out creative ways to like fill out a whole 30-day schedule to put out like a promotional campaign for a video while keeping people like attention, like aware for 30 days without actually dropping the thing that we're dropping. So that's something I'm kind of busy with. And then I would love to get out like a good podcast episode. This guy that we were going to have on for that one episode that I was telling you about last week, the investing guy, has since blown up on TikTok, 222,000 views. He's an actor and doing a lot of dancing videos and stuff, and he's become TikTok famous in the matter of 2 months or whatever, from 0 to 222. So he's got more followers than Diplo, Chris.
Diplo.
But yeah, it just shows you there's a lot of reach there, and he found a formula that worked. He started to mix investing advice with dancing, and he has 2 accounts. He got him up to both to 10,000. So he's really working the social media, man. He's stuck in his apartment in Los Angeles. I'm just watching him go from 0 to like 10,000 and 222,000 just by dancing and spreading financial literacy knowledge. So I would love to get him on the podcast. Because that'll be valuable, super valuable. I know exactly the books that he's been reading too, and I've been reading. So it'll be really, really smart to get that done this month. So that's one thing I'm trying to figure out how I can prep for and then reach out to him and do. And other than that, man, just avoid death, It's a big plan.
Stay healthy, stay safe.
Stay healthy, stay safe.
Stay productive. My agenda right now is to finish up. I'm finished with Rogues, and that's going to be coming out in the next week or two. I got to finish up Sinister Infinite, and that's scheduled right behind Rogues. I got to finish up a short film. I got to finish up the documentary on Don's dad, Adir. And then I got nothing left on the plate except for, once the floodgates open, pitch all those projects out for bigger and better things. But it's just this podcast. And that's it. I got this week. I got the rest of this week and next week booked up with guests for the podcast. And, 1 or 2 days a week, I'm just reaching out to different colleagues, fellow artists, filmmakers, actors, musicians, entrepreneurs, business moguls, like, realtors like Seth and other first responders that are out, that are willing to, say something, like both of you might
Shout out Brian Page.
Yeah, like both of you might be very well aware of, HIPAA this and HIPAA that, and maybe there's quite a bit that Chris, you and your brother can't talk about in detail, but at least we can, kind of have them on just to talk about something. I don't know, but I feel like Brian was a great guest, but I think all Brian really does is firefighting, and there's only so much he can talk about. So it's like, if I was to get other first responders on, what really could they talk about without getting in trouble? How detailed can they get? I can't really get much, juicy details out of them, but maybe I can. I don't know. But like I said, it's mostly, people that are in the same kind of arena that I am, that are somewhat affected by, don't actually have gigs to go to. So how are we maintaining productivity in the confines of our own home, sort of deal?
I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm thinking, just by watching this guest I want to have in the show, man, I'm ready to just try some outlandish stuff on social media and see what happens, because everyone's stuck at home, and like, if there was ever a time to like learn something new, it's definitely happening now, and people are like looking to like latch on to something. I feel like not just watch and consume content, but like people are looking for like something weird and new that they're kitschy, that normally they just wouldn't have any time for, right, with their jobs and their kids and their lives and whatever else.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like right now is like a super niche moment. Like if you're able to like figure something out that works in the very few weeks that we have left before Trump actually opens up the country back up and actually get some traction with it, I think right now, like if you had started it 2 months ago, you're golden like this guy. But like if you started it right now, you might actually. So I'm gonna try some things. I don't know. I feel like I have enough knowledge of financial literacy now that I could try to not. I don't want to be unoriginal, but like try to find a way to make some original content and help people understand how money works, because that seems to be the number one issue that people don't care or don't know about, and just their lives are so incredibly affected. Like millions of people just would just be better off, you know, if they knew certain basics. But speaking of which,
Hold on.
finally caught up to me, and like I started to get a little stir crazy like over the weekend, and like I was like, what the fuck am I doing right now? And like just couldn't fucking shake it until today. But yeah, man, finally feel a little more sane again.
Well, Don, you were saying something about financial literacy and content with financial literacy.
Yeah, so I'm excited to, you know, try some new ideas on the social media, because I feel like it's really about individual, like how clever you can be, shining your little thing. Like right now, TikTok is the dumbest people are like on TikTok with like, and it isn't about just doing it for the sake of doing it. It's about like, you know, really trying to give people something, and then, you know, having like t-shirts to sell, like, because you're giving something. And if you have a crazy following, 5% of 200,000 people, like it's a little additional extra income. If you make extra $5,000 or $500 a month, I mean, who's going to say no to that? You know?
Right, but with the financial literacy, is that you investing or is that you giving advice? Because the thing that I see a lot of people doing nowadays, they say that they're financial experts. Even more so, you have these people on YouTube that are walking through these mansions, and they get and it appears that they have garages full of like hot rod cars or whatever. It turns out they rented the house and they rented those cars. These people are not rich. These people are not doing what these people don't invest money. They're not investors.
Well, there's a lot of,
they have advice that they're trying to sell, but they're selling the same advice. Yes. And it's like when people are telling me like for example, you and Chris, you guys have advice like, don't buy specific stocks, buy index stocks. Well, my question is, are you buying index stocks? What does your portfolio look like?
Yeah, 75%, 70 or up to 70% of my portfolio right now is low cost.
But you do have a portfolio to show for it.
Yes, and it's not about advice. It's just about, most people don't have financial literacy. Like most people just don't understand money. They don't study money. Like there's
but you do.
Interest. Well, yeah, like for the past couple of years, and like for the past year, I finally made sense of the stock market. Like I understand.
But are you taking advantage of that yourself, or is your
absolutely?
But is your agenda to be a show? Is your agenda to actually invest?
My
in
agenda
stocks?
is to just help. Personally, yes, but my agenda is to help people. See, I wish they had taught this in high school. Like there are certain things that
I get that. I get that. But what I'm saying is, are you buying the stocks? Are you day trading? I'm not day trading. Are you investing in this, selling in that, swapping this? You have a portfolio. Okay.
Look,
let me give you an example. There's two people, right? There's two people. There's two people that say, buy a house, rent it out, get a bunch of, and then it pays for itself. One person actually does it. One person doesn't. So it's like, why would I pay attention to someone that's telling me to do something when they don't do it themselves? You understand what I'm saying? Where another guy, is that bad advice from the person when it actually is good advice, because someone else that actually does it is telling me, listen, I own 3 houses. I can show them to you. I own 3 houses. I rented out all the rooms, and now that's paying for the house. They're actually paying for my house. And after like 10 years, the house is going to be paid for because I bought the house. I have renters in it. That person actually does it, so it's good advice from them. This person tells me to do the same exact thing that this person told me to do. This person is not actually doing it. He just read it online. Here's a good idea to do. But this person doesn't actually do it.
Let me clear the air.
But this person over here that doesn't actually do it.
You're making it too complicated.
No, I'm not making it too complicated. What I'm saying is, This person
I get you.
actually does it. He's giving
Right.
he's giving me advice on doing something that he actually does. This person actually over here, person B, is giving me the same advice person A
doesn't do it.
But he does not actually do it, because what he wants to do is he wants to be a YouTuber. He wants to make money off
marketers.
Of
those are just marketers.
But
pure marketers.
Why would I listen to that person?
They don't have any value.
But why would I listen to that person
along.
just giving me advice? You
shouldn't. They're not giving you value.
Because the first thing I'm going to do is show me a link. Show me a link. Show me what you're worth.
This is basically, there's a lot of marketers out there selling whatever. They're getting people's attention. They're putting a lot of money in ads, and they're just selling. There's a lot of people out there who just made a lot of money and are just exploiting their ability to make money and not help other people make money. That's most of marketers, internet marketers today. That includes a lot of YouTubers that are doing the same. I'm not going to put names out there and say that some are.
Sure.
But guys like Ray Dalio, Robbie Kiyosaki, right? These are well-known financial savvy people who have written books like, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Ray Dalio's in like every he's the #1 hedge fund manager, like mentors P. Diddy, he's like the #1 like investor, like above Warren, like Buffett, right? So just to give you a preview of the kind of things that we're going to be talking about on the podcast that I'm working on producing right now, is two very basic tenet concepts that you have to understand about life and the capitalist American dream 1.0 before it changes, which we're kind of in the midst of a big change right now, but we don't know what's going to happen. A more compassionate capitalism 2.0 is about to happen. But as it stands right now, there's an asset and there's a liability. So an asset is like
something that makes money back. It's something that makes more money. It's worth.
Very simply put, an asset is something that puts money into your pocket. A liability is something that takes money out of your pocket, right? So those very basic concepts. Now, if you take a house, that's an asset. But if you live in the house, it becomes a liability because it's no longer paying you, right? Mm-hmm. Now, long term, the only time it becomes an asset is the day you sell it. And if you get that $250,000 or $500,000 tax-free, that's the day it becomes a real asset. But while you're living in it, it is not an asset. Most people don't understand the difference between these two concepts, an asset and a liability, right? They think they do.
The point I'm trying to make, I get all that. I own a house. I've owned a condo before. I own a house now.
But you're treating
I have an asset. I have assets.
But you're
I know assets. No.
And you're treating it like a liability.
No, dude.
That's what most Americans do.
I own a house. Nobody that does not own a house can't talk to me about owning a house when I own a house. And I have that financial literacy.
No, what I'm saying is you're not making money off the house. You're just appreciating the value of the house.
And I get that. The point I'm trying to make is, who is somebody to tell me when they don't own a fucking house? Someone's trying to talk to me about assets versus liabilities.
So
but the person trying to talk to me about assets versus liabilities has no fucking assets.
I have assets. I have paper assets personally. If we're talking about me, stock market is paper. The stock markets are paper assets.
So paper assets. So you do have a portfolio. The point I'm trying to
I bought a bunch of Disney.
I'm trying to make, and I'm not jabbing at you. I'm not jabbing at you personally. Right. What I'm saying is, there's so many people out here trying to fucking say, like, here's your financial literacy. You do this, you do that.
Well, don't worry about that.
They don't do what they're telling people to do. All they want to do is get rich being an advisor. They want to get rich being a YouTuber. They want to get rich being a podcaster.
Sure.
Of course, I want to get rich being a podcaster, but you have to look at the first thing that I would say when it comes to someone's like, oh, stocks this, indexes that, individual stocks that, health stocks versus tech stocks versus entertainment stocks. Show me your portfolio. Like, bro, it might be good advice, but coming from you, it's shit advice because you're not living up to it.
Look,
you're not doing
this. This is the secret. This is the secret to financial literacy. It's a personal journey.
Financial literate. Be
There's
financial
nobody
literate.
that can do it for you. You have
That's
to do it
great.
on your own.
Exactly.
You have to read the books on your own.
Exactly. Be financial
That's the
literate.
secret.
I think financial literacy is very important. But where is it coming from? Is it coming from people that aren't actually doing it? They're just copy and pasted from someone else's book. I'm sure Robert Kiyosaki, whatever his name is rich. Is rich. I'm sure he did do all the fucking
70,000 pieces of
I'm sure
real
he
estate,
did actually do the fucking investing and buying and swapping and flipping. I'm sure he actually did all that. All these other fucking people that are reading the book are now trying to dump that information back out. And that's kind of good in one way, but don't pass yourself off like a business genius when you don't even fucking own anything. I'm not talking about you specifically. I'm talking about
No, I don't know anybody that does that. I don't know
about all
anybody
these other people that are like, here's, you know, you want to you want to fly a house, you want to fly a car, like do this, do this, do this, do this, and I'm like, but my first question is, show me your portfolio, show me your resume, show me.
Have you talked to people that you're experiencing that are saying
Yeah.
selling
Like you're
things?
not the only one that would be telling me, you know, indexes this or stocks that or buy property this. You're not the only one that's done that.
I'm not telling you.
Now,
I'm just telling you. I'm telling you what I've learned in the past year.
right,
Is the only thing you
but
need
I've
to know
asked
to
people,
start.
I've asked people to show me their portfolio, and they don't have a portfolio, and so fucking easy.
But
I
you're
know,
not talking to real people. You're not talking to anybody who has anything to show for it.
that's my fucking point.
So don't talk to them.
I don't, not anymore.
Well, the people that are
I'm
investing
trying to make.
wisely, the people that are investing wisely have simply read books and simply educated themselves. And they're not talking about it. They're not broadcasting it. They're not selling it. I can tell you that. They're not selling it because it's something you have to earn on your own, and you don't
Right.
boast about it later. You just do it.
The point I'm trying to make is there's people. I don't know how else to put it, but like you got. Let's talk about some. Let's talk about a different arena then. Not fucking. Let's not finances. Let's take it to a military standpoint, right? You have a fucking sergeant trying to tell me how to get promoted. You need to, or how to be a good soldier. And he's my sergeant. He's my leader, right? He's like, you need to pass your PT test. You need to qualify with your weapon. And I'm looking at this guy, and he's 250 fucking pounds, hasn't passed the PT test, hasn't passed height and weight in 4 years. Why the fuck would I listen to him? You're going to try to tell me what I need to do to further my military career with height and weight, with body, with height and weight, with PT, with competitions, with awards, with deployments, with fucking, you know, weapons qualifications. You can't shoot for shit. You haven't passed a PT test in years. You're 200 and something pounds, big fucking pregnant belly. There's no way you pass height and weight. How the fuck are you going to tell me what I'm going to do as far as a soldier goes? The same thing goes with real estate. The same thing goes with finance. The same thing goes with business in general. People have all these tips and all this advice with finances.
Business is the most elusive.
What stocks do someone own? When someone says, hey, look, man, you got some fuck you money, you need to invest in this. Well, let me see your portfolio. Are you investing?
That 90% of people who tell you that, it's a scam because
I know. Yeah.
They're trying to sell you.
Exactly.
That's what brokers are. Brokers are basically that, like the Wolf of Wall Street, like when they cold call people and they're like, you got to buy this. All they're doing is selling you that they have taken time to understand what it is to be in the market.
Yeah.
But they're not hoping you make money. They're hoping they make money.
And you raised
what a broker is.
And you
raised no middleman.
It's a good point. And you raised a good point. And you raised a good point on another time when we were talking about you becoming a stockbroker, and you said, man, stockbrokers just rip people off. They take too much of a commission off top.
They're just used car salesmen. Yeah, they don't do it.
But you can do it the right way. You can do it the right way. How are you taking your advice into a creative way? Just doing a podcast? Because you could go out for your
I'm just investing. I don't need to make money off of anybody else. I can make money off of my own money.
Yeah, and that is what you are doing.
Right. Like okay. You guys how hard it is to know what I know now. It took me like about a year, but you could learn it in like 6 months. But like most people do not have a discipline or give a shit or want to learn, or like also you don't know where to look. You don't know what to read. Like you got to spend a lot of time just consuming
Sure.
other shit so you can find the right shit. Like,
Mhm.
it's a lot of, you have to have a lot of drive to want that information. And then when you get the wrong information and you invest improperly and lose a few grand doing it, then you're like, okay, now I know what not to do. Now I know the mistakes that I need to make so that I could make the decisions that are going to lead me to the right books and the right people. And now it's very simple. Then it becomes very clear. Like, what I know only came from because of what I didn't know. But you don't know what you don't know. And then when you start to know what you don't know, it's only because you made mistakes before you knew what was what. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And then,
Yeah.
like right now, I don't sweat anything. Like the fact that I bought, shares of Disney, for 60% off or whatever, I'm not sweating that. I know Disney's going to take over the world. The fact that I have 70% of my, shares in low-cost index ETF funds, I'm not sweating it. Know that it's going to go up for 100 years straight. Like, it's, except for the, when the credit cycle ends every 10 years, it'll drop down. The fact that I just bought, shares of like Tupperware that, has been as high as like $70 for like $2. Unless they go out of business, I know it's not that big of a risk, and it's like 10% on our portfolio. But the point is that there are risks in life, but the employee, the average person, the person who wants to go get a job and get a paycheck, their whole thing is that their dad or whatever information, wherever school they've been taught to go to, has told them, don't take risks. And the smart, investing, savvy, business-minded, wealthy individual, that could be any person at any time in their life, realizes that it's not about avoiding risks, it's about managing risks, because you don't get to win big unless you start to risk a little and then manage it. But avoiding risk is the only way to guarantee you'll never ever win big,
Right. Yeah. All right.
So that's kind of the whole investor mindset, is that, or business mindset even, is that, because business is risky, so people would just rather work for somebody else's business and guarantee a paycheck. But the moment you start taking money from somebody else for a job, it's guaranteed security, but you're losing 80% of what you're actually doing to the business, or 70% minimum. So whether that's a college degree, whether you're making 6 figures, whether you're working for Google, it makes no difference. The moment you become an employee is the moment that the entire business that you work for is designed to take 70% and you take 30 maximum. That's at the top of your field. So there's people out there that are working low-end jobs with no education that are taking 10 or 5% of what they're making for the actual business. Could you imagine what you're doing? You're only getting 5% of your time, 40 hours a week, you're only getting 5%. And like, it's barely enough to live off of. Like, that's why financial literacy is so important. That's why the mindset of knowing the difference between an employee and a business owner is that a business owner is simply willing to take the time to learn about money and understand that risk isn't the enemy. It's people who aren't willing to learn about risk and learn what it is to manage risk is the enemy. And therefore, they become employees because they're too scared. That's the problem. Their boss isn't the problem. The business isn't the problem. Greed isn't the problem. If you gave somebody a ton of money that didn't know how to manage it, they'd fucking blow it, right? Like those lottery winners. When they win money, they inherit money without the discipline of how to manage money, and then they go and blow it because they don't understand financial literacy. So you don't deserve money until you learn how to manage the risk of what it means to have money. That's why it's hard to want to take on the risk of a business or to invest, because you have to learn. There is no like, I'm going to try. Like, if you try and you don't do the work, you're going to blow the money. You're going to blow your business. You're going to be back to having to work for somebody else if you don't take it seriously. But if you're willing to manage the risk, you can create financial choices for yourself that will include risk. But the biggest risk is taking no risk at all, because then you know you're losing 80% for the rest of your life. And that's what most people are afraid of trying to face, is they need to take care of their bills, they need to keep the rent, they need to keep their children and all that fed, but they also have to figure out that the world is two people, the people that are happy to take a paycheck at 70% less than what they're actually worth, and the people that are going to work that paycheck and try to figure out how they can start to manage some sort of risk in their life to get 40, 50, 60, 70%, and still lose, but still be getting 70% versus 30%. You know what I mean? You get better at it. As you get better, you get to have 80% or 90% or 100%, you know? That's why business people cut costs and are, you know, furloughing people. And, you know, it sucks, but that's just, there's only two kinds of people. There's people who decide they're going to take on the risk and figure it out, and then they become the owners. And it's not this, the fact that socialism has become really popular is not because businesses are so, you know, wealthy and less successful. It's because our education system teaches people to become employees, and then they get pissed off when you become an employee and you don't even get healthcare, or like, you know, something you've been taught to like do your whole life the right way, and you don't even get like the basic needs for it. That's what people are pissed off. But really what they should be pissed off is, you know, if you're not given the education, go educate yourself. Go figure it out. It's got to be personal. There's no marketer that's going to give you that information. You have to figure it out. Personal. Like you and God. Same kind of relationship. You know?
Well, anything you got to add, Techfall?
I just want to hear one stock tip from Don and see what he has to say about how the stock market's gonna rebound and stuff like that. I just need one company that you think is gonna boom. If you could just give us one stock tip on just one company.
I would say, considering we're all Zombie Squad, we're all Rogues Gallery, you know, premature on this release coming up here soon. Disney is at $106 right now. Disney, before this whole thing started, was at $150. So you will not be regretful if you buy $300, $400, $500 worth of Disney stock and hold it for like the next 10 years, because Disney is likely going to be, you know, I don't want to predict $400 or $500, but like it's probably going to continue to grow because they're the largest media company in the world now, and everyone's stuck inside watching movies. And the future of Disney is not a risky move. And we're in a 10-year cycle where it's dropped down to, you know, 10-year lows. The last time it was this low that it's at right now was 2016. So you're getting an opportunity to buy Disney in 2016 right now in 2020. So it's a safe bet, unless you feel like Disney's going to go bankrupt anytime soon, which they're going to own your mother before they do that. So
pretty good. Thank you for the stock tip.
Yeah, man, absolutely, dude. Go get it.
All right. Well,
I
think at this point we're going to close out. Any socials, links, plugs you want to put out there, Don?
I mean, just the usual. Oracle Health on Instagram. All of the health products, all of your supplement needs, all of your bath products, home products. I work for one of the best distributors in the country, so yeah, reach out. oraclehealth@gmail.com, Oracle Health at IG. Patients of Podcast at IG, Patients of Podcast on Facebook, and check out Rogues Gallery and Sinister Infinite coming out pretty soon, and that's a big Dead on Pictures production coming out soon. And yeah, we'll see you guys on the flip side on the next Zombie Squad.
What about you, Tech? You got any plugs, links, socials?
Yeah, check me out on Zombie Squad 211 at IG. You can also check me out on Facebook at Technological is my comedy page. We also put all the Zombie Squad episodes on Technological on Facebook. You can check me out on Twitter at Techfall211. Yeah, Dead on Pictures.
You got a virtual comedy show coming up.
Yeah, that's going to be on IG Live. You can check me out at Zombie Squad 211. All
right, you heard it here. Rogues Gallery coming out shortly. Sinister Infinite following after that. Bunch of indie projects on Dead on Picture side. As far as Zombie SquadCast goes, like, subscribe, share, comment, thumbs up, thumbs down, ring the bell for notifications, and check us out next time.